Welcome to the Foxhunt guide for the brand new DLC course 8-Bit Lair. As ever with the Evil Lairs courses, the Foxhunts add a lot more depth to the story behind this particular lair. So we will begin this one with our first clue, which is down by hole number 1. This is a long shot, but I hope someone finds this who is able to help stop that madman Vincent Vector. I have a plan, but he fired me before I could put it into action. There should be several discs hidden throughout the office with the data you'll need. Start by looking under the front desk in reception. So our first clue points us to the reception, which is not far away from us. So as we walk over there, we are looking down on the ground, and there is our next disc. I hope this means you're willing to help. I haven't heard from any of my co-workers in weeks, and I can only imagine that he finally succeeded in creating his vector reality. That's such a terrible name. One of my colleagues hid another disc for me somewhere in the unfinished top floor. This top floor can be found by hole number 9, so when we send ourselves up there, over on the left-hand side as we make our way over towards the lift, which is going to take us down to the next hole, we see on the floor our next disc. This was supposed to be a whole new office, but Vector stopped construction. He claimed there was no need for more physical space, an odd thing to say for someone with 20 computer monitors at his workstation. So there is the clue. We are looking back to the first floor where the offices are, and we're looking over by hole number 4 is a good place to send yourself for a desk with 20 monitors. And straight ahead from here you can see them. So on the desk on the right hand side next to this really cool Newton's Cradle animation, you can just see it there, is our next disc. This company hasn't launched any products or offered services since the late 1970s. Vector funds his operation by manipulating the stock market through a sophisticated algorithm. Go grab a fresh cup of coffee if you want to learn more. So staying on the same floor, we are looking for this cup of coffee. We retrace our steps from a moment ago, but this time take a left through this alcove, and in the corner under this light there is the coffee machine, and there is the disc. Well done. Accessing the next one will require security clearance. Look for my old keycard by the metal detector in the lobby. So sending us back to the start of this course, down here by hole number 1 is the metal detector, and then on the other side of it there is the security pass. Now that you can move through the entire office without alerting security, go to the prototype lab on the 3rd floor. I hid another disc inside the very first visor prototype. So this I find to be a really neat nod to VR, and we can find this lab up by hole number 11. There are lots of different prototype versions of a headset, but over here, similar to, I suppose, like a Google Cardboard, is the earliest prototype. I think Vector is onto me. I'll have to be more careful with my messages. Maybe I should go for a drive to clear my head. So this one is probably one of the easier clues. There is, of course, this great race car featured on the 2nd floor. When you send yourself down there, there is the disc. That's the last disc. You'll need to upload the data into a special device that I attached to Doris's computer. She's the one who's really into cats. Well, every office has one. So we're looking back at the office level, which is the 1st floor. And this office, if we start by hole number 4, we can see this hologram. Give him a little pat. And then here is the one with all the cats. We've got the poster and a couple of other cats. And then on the right-hand side of the desk, there is the device. Now we're cooking. This hacking device can transmit a virus into Vector reality, but it has to be connected to a phone line that Vector doesn't control. Maybe there's a payphone somewhere nearby. So yes, on the 1st floor near the entrance to this building, there is a payphone just down here. And there is our disc. Perfect. Now you need to go into Vector reality and open a connection for the hacked signal to get in. Just don't stay there too long or you might not make it out. Look for a computer terminal that might be hooked up to the internet. So Vector reality, a play on virtual reality and the baddie Vector, is the final vaporwave style area. And as we send ourselves into this room here, immediately at the T-box we can see the receptionist, and that computer is in theory connected to the internet, and next to it is our disk. That's it, but Vector's firewall is too strong. He must have programmed in a back door, or as he called it, a galaxy blast door. I never knew what he meant by that. Well, fortunately, I do. So this is one of the arcade machines on the second floor. If you start by hole number 8 and look into this corner, we can see there, Galaxy Blast, one of the playable games on this level. A really, really cool feature from Mighty Coconut there. And then on the left-hand side, when you're done with that, is this cheat code, which you'll need to remember. Of course, it's the Galaxy Blast cheat code, but how and where do you use it? If I know Vector, he left another clue here in the arcade, something that points to a place in Vector reality. So this is cool. We're looking for something, as it says, that refers to a place in Vector reality. We go over to this corner of the arcade, we can see this game, which is playable, and there's a joystick. So doing up, up, down, down, as we got from the last note, left, right, that now triggers the next clue to appear. So as we go over towards where the dance floor is, we can see this sun and pyramid symbol, and now we can see the disc on the left-hand side. Some of that was true. That's it. The neon sign is the final key. Now you just have to figure out what it means. Maybe something with how they're aligned. So this is a clue style that we saw before in Zerzura. We are looking for a point at which the alignment matches this image. So we have the sun and we have the pyramid. So sending ourselves towards the end of the course, we are going to go to hole number 17, which puts us at the base of this pyramid. There is the sun. There's the pyramid, which means we need to be on the left-hand side. So you can fly if you prefer, but I'm just going to show you this route in case you're not as comfortable with flying. Go over to the far side of the pyramid and then start to make your way up this bank. You will sneakily see the clue appear before I can show you the viewpoint, but I'll still show it to you anyway. When you get about this high up, turn back, and as you face the pyramid, it is aligning with the sun, and as you reach that point just down on the ground, you will see our clue. Alright, I'm in. Now get out of Vector reality as quick as you can so I can shut it down. You should be able to make it to the building's main elevator before Vector notices. So easy one to spot this. This is just down by the elevator at the very start of the course, and there is our final disc. Well done, you've helped save the world from Vincent Vector's insanity. I did manage to rescue a little souvenir for you before I unleash the virus. I hope it still works in the real world. And here we have the 8-bit Lair themed putter, which is awesome. You've got the color scheme, you've got the broken up chunks that match the course perfectly. So as ever, we will give this a try on what is one of my favorite holes, I think, in the entire game, and that is hole number 9 on the hard course. It is so simple, but so fun, this hole. It is in theory just a straight putt. The power is important, but watching this little animation, maybe it's just me, but I love that. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this fox hunt. Please do like the video if you found it helpful. Drop me a comment down below with your thoughts on the course, and do subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you're enjoying 8-bit Lair, and I look forward to seeing you out on the course soon.